Right, for the film segment, I'm going to go over my favourite pictures that I took on film, why I liked them, what film I used, and what I wish I did to improve the picture. Let's go! So, to start off with, I really liked this one here. This was shot on Fujifilm Velvia, which, by the way, is a slide film and is very expensive. If you're ever wanting to know what slide film looks like, essentially it's positive film. You've heard of a negative, this is positive. If I grab a light source quickly, I think that's not coming off. There's my phone. There it is. I have two phones. Right. There you go. Positive film. So you can actually see the correct colours in the film itself. So, Velvia positive film, very well. Now the reason I like it is because one, it's in focus. Yeah. Film camera. No autofocus. Take it easy on me. So, yeah, the colours, very good, very strong, and there's no strong saturation, which is what I was worried about when I was using film for the first time. But I have to say, very impressed, and skin tones were amazing. So that's one. And the next one's this one here. Now this again is my favourite, however it is not in focus. It was shot on the Nikon N90 with the autofocus, but the autofocus was a bit backwards and forwards, so it was a bit tricky trying to get it because I had a handlebar in the way. This was done with Kodak Gold, so not the most amazing film, so I'd have to do a bit of colour correction, but a good film nonetheless. As you can see, it's a very warm picture. The blues aren't very strong, they're very washed out compared to the orange and the camel jacket that she was wearing. Not actual camel, it's just a colour. Camel jacket, because camels have colour. Back. Okay. So, the actual framing of it, I wish I didn't go quite so high because the head is almost in the middle. But if I framed it a bit tighter, I don't think I would have been happy with it because it's a very kind of in the moment sort of photo. If it was any closer, it looked very put on, and I don't know if I'd be a fan of it. So I kind of like this whole shot as it is, which is how I want to shoot film, is to not scan it, edit it, and then crop it like you would with a normal picture. I actually want to keep it as I shot it. I mean, I might straighten out the horizon, but that's as far as I want to go with it. That's like if I need to, which in some cases I have needed to. So that's that one. And then she wanted to be a bit slay, and I told her to whip her jacket back. And that again is a picture, again slightly out of focus. I think because I focused on her torso when I should have focused on her face, because her face was a bit further than her torso was to the camera, because of angles and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so I like this one just because it takes up the whole frame. You've got a nice contrast of white, lots of leading lines that lead to her. Again, you've got leading lines. She's on the left third, whereas the biker's on the right third. Her head is in the top left crossover, which again I like a lot. But overall, very happy with the picture. I just wish I used portrait. We'll get to that in a bit. Emily. So these are some more pictures. I shot these ones on Fuji Extra 400 ISO, by the way. By the way, Kodak was also 400 ISO for anyone wondering. So one thing I noticed with this one, this isn't one of my favourites, but it just gives you an idea. Portrait really does capture those skin tones really well. This was shot on Fuji, I believe. Let me check my files. These look like portrait. Those aren't them. I have ordered some 35mm leaflet things to hold everything together. I'm currently waiting on them to come back. Well, not come back, but I'm just waiting on I have a small, tiny feeling this was shot on the Fuji, because they do look like Fuji colours. What I found with the Fuji is it offered quite a complex colour tone, shall I say, in terms of it wasn't going for a warm nor was it going for a cold. It was a very neutral photo. However, when the sun was beaming down and you had lots of blues, it kind of reacted to the blues a bit more than it did to the greens. However, the greens do look really good in here. They have more of a blue tone to them, which is very appealing in my opinion. That's one of my favourites, because you then just got these lights that come into it. You got a little seagull in the background there as well, and the sea just kind of fades to the sky, which I think is quite cool. So yeah, I'm very happy with that picture. I'll be showing it later on. This is my other favourite one here as well. I was trying to time him so he'd be a bit further over to the middle, but again, very happy. What I find with this one, there's a lot going on in the picture, even though it's a very simple picture. You've got a man walking, you've got this busyness going on with the lights, you then got a seagull, and you've got a tree. So in terms of busy, there's lots of things in the picture that make up the picture. It's not just one single subject that completes it. You need the entire thing to complete it. So very happy with those. This is a picture of my deafblind brother Scott. Now this was done with this Canon A1. My dad told me that my granddad, he used it a lot and he found there were a few problems with it. One of them is flaring, which is by the lens, because it's not a very good lens. But in terms of quality, I was very happy with it. This was done on Portra. Skin tones are very well. You can't really tell because of the kind of magenta pigment you got going through the picture, but I think that just adds character to it. You can see the actual colours are very neutral, so again, very appealing. Let's see. There's more Portra, Emily. So these were done on Kodak Portra 400. This stuff right here. You're about to see why I like it. So we go down to this one. The skin tones aren't washed out, they're very neutral. The colours around are very balanced as well. So I was very, very happy with the overall picture. And when it comes to your camera playing up, you get that. I don't even know why it does that. Apparently it's the shutter, but I don't know. Why are you warming up? We're not even doing anything. This is what happens when you overclock a computer. Anyway, back to the review. Skin tones at the lighthouse. Skin tones at the lighthouse? No. The colours at the lighthouse were very, very well done. It pretty much took the picture of how I remember it, with those colours, not like being exaggerated or anything like that, so I was very happy. But overall, I was very happy with the pictures. It came out really well. The colours were amazing. I'm really enjoying the film. I look forward to showing you guys some more, and I'll see you soon. Right, goodbye.